What is up? It is Paristtmpped. Paristtmpped. Ttmpped. And if you're watching this today and it is Thanksgiving for you, that means that we are in real time with each other. We have caught up to each other's present moments. Well, technically, this is still going to be my past. And if you don't even celebrate Thanksgiving, then ignore that entire statement. Where are y'all from? Comment down below. Today I'm going to be answering a question that I get asked a lot in real life, and that is Paris my real name? And the short answer is yes, that actually is my real name. But there was a time period. It's a little windy, y'all, so you're gonna have to ignore that wind. So there was a time period where I was going by Temped, which is the Ttmpped. I was going by Temped because in high school, nobody was able to get my name and my pronouns correct. So I just had everybody calling me all types of different shit. And then I went to college and I went back to just going by my name. I love my name. And with that, I realized that my name had this imaginary reputation. So dead ass, like, I was like, okay, if I want to be an artist, but I'm in college, that means that I might need to go by like an artist name so that people in college can't just search me up and then I'm over here getting fucked and ruining like job opportunities because of my social media. I was in my head, like dead ass. I had an entire, like, as if I was like naked on something. I don't even know what the fuck that was, but I was in my head like crazy. So I created Temped. At first I created Izzy. So Izzy was a whole thing. Like, I was like, okay, I could take the IS off of Paris and then add an SY and then boom, my new stage name. But I don't know, it just didn't work. As people would call me in real life, it felt completely disconnected from me. So I was like, okay, I need to maybe make an acronym. So I made Temped. Now, Temped stands for different names and different nicknames that I've had in the past. And if you want to know them, subscribe, because I'm not just going to be spilling my tea to just new people. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to know you now. You gotta take me out on a date first. Shit, we need tea or something. So, wink. But, yeah, so I had this new acronym, Temped. The ED was just supposed to be like as like this past tense acronym, and I was going by it for like at least 2 years. Like people weren't calling me it in real life, but at least like stage name wise, and whenever I like presented my music, I was presenting Temped. And I was, I came out here to North Carolina still as Temped, this acronym that no one would remember. So then I created the TTMPPED, and then people start remembering that. So I'm like, okay, this could be my new acronym. I can rock with that. And then one weird ass day, I go to Guitar Center because my guitar string had popped and I needed a new string to do like a little performance. I think it was at like Wahoo's Tavern or some shit. I don't know, in Greensboro. So I went to Guitar Center to go get this string. And usually when I go to get like new strings or anything, I usually play with the guitars for a while. I kind of just mess with the instruments. So I go to the acoustic room where all the guitars are set up, and it's like in this big circle surrounding like in the middle section of, I guess, the acoustic room. And I'm walking around and I'm playing different guitars and I'm sitting. Now there's me and this other dude that's like across from me. This other dude, he's looking at me playing his music and I'm vibing. Now I'm chilling, minding my business, and this dude with, like, no lie, like I'm trying to really get a good description. So he's like, he has a fedora looking hat on. He reminds me of this dude from American Horror Story, the first season, that lived in that house, like that one dude, I don't know his name, who had like his face burned. So like the dude comes in with like a fedora, like a tan fedora. He like perfectly dressed, like he has on like a tan outfit, tan pants, and like black shoes. I don't know. I'm okay. I'm making up the rest of his outfit, but he's dressed like he's like a part of the CIA or a secret agent spy, but from like the 80s or 90s or 70s or some shit. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he just looked like a dude straight out of Goosebumps. Keep in mind, one half of his face is like melting, so I'm guessing he had like a stroke. So like you can see some of his teeth and his eyes is bulging out of his face. I don't know how to explain it. It didn't matter. I'm just trying to give y'all the visual. So it did catch my attention. So I'm like, la, la, la. So I'm playing my music, minding my business, and I could feel that he was gonna come up to me, bro. I just knew it. So he comes up to me, and he's like, "Oh, you play guitar?" As if like we've been talking and it was like a surprise. So I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what can you play? Play me something. So I'm like, keep in mind, he looks like he got to be like mid to late 40s. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm over here trying to examine what the fuck's going on. So he's like, play me something. But I'm like, shit, I'm in Guitar Center. Why not? Like, I got to work on presenting my music anyway. So I'll play one of my songs and I'm like, dun, dun, dun. Okay, I forgot I'm only one voice, so I can't do all the whole thing. But it's like dun, 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 dun. Anyway, it's called My My. It's on all platforms, actually, made by me. So I'll play him my song My My. And he's like, what is that? He starts naming these artists. And I'm like, oh, no, it's mine. He goes, oh, you make your own music? And I'm like, yeah, And I be forgetting that that's not like a regular thing. Not everybody just makes music on their guitar and shit like that. But to me it is because, I like to surround myself around people that are like that. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I play guitar. So he's like, I'll play something else. So I play him more of my stuff. And keep in mind, like, the day before I was watching the Bob Marley movie, this is an important part. Because keep in mind, in this moment when I'm talking to this man, all I can think in my head is, what the fuck is going on? Why is he talking to me? And I look at the dude that's on my left, and I'm like, is he seeing this interaction like I am? So he's just playing his guitar, minding his business. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So this dude, he's sitting next to me now. And because at first he was like standing over me. Then he sits, and he's getting real close, and he's like, wow, that's really good music. He goes, so do you write words as well? I said, yeah, I usually write different things. He goes, well, what is your music called? And I tell him how it's called Temped. And he's like, what? I said, Temped. And I'm over here trying to spell it, about to get my phone out. And he goes, well, what's your name? And I go, my name is Paris. He goes, Paris, oui. Now that I can get by. Paris. That's got to be your name. Temped? But Paris? Yes, I would go see a show. I would go see a show named Paris. I forgot how he phrased it. He said he would go and see someone with he would go see a show starring someone named Paris. He would go see that. And as he's talking, all I can think in my brain is like, I might need to listen to this conversation. I'm not losing anything from listening to this man. Fuck. So I'm like, I said, I never considered going by my name. I said, just my jobs. He goes, what does that got to do with anything? He goes, I would want to see that. Paris, yes, Paris. He keeps saying it. And then he goes, it's now Bob Marley. And I'm like, what the fuck that got to do? And at first, if I didn't watch the movie the day before, I would have honestly been like, what the fuck that got to do with us because we both black? But I watched it the day before. So, like, what the fuck was... I don't know how to explain it. It was one of those things where, why would he bring that up? And then how did I watch it yesterday and he brings it up the next day? It's just very ironic. So I'm listening to him. He's like, now, Bob Marley... when he wrote for a cause, and I didn't know that. That was a political man. And I was like, bro, I was just thinking about that yesterday in the movie. And like, I'm like, I didn't know that Bob Marley was a political man and that he was standing for rights and bringing like different opinions together and literally standing together nations and shit like that. I didn't know the power that his music was creating. And so then me and him get into this long conversation about that because I was thinking the same thing yesterday. And, of course, I didn't watch it with anybody. So it was just a thought that I had to myself that I kind of just kept within. Now, keep in mind, this dude is still to my left playing music. And I'm realizing that time is passing because he's getting through a lot of different kind of songs. And I'm like, wow, I'm in the zone within this conversation. So then he goes, well, make sure that when you write with a purpose. Like, make sure that your music is being written with purpose. Paris. And when you have your first big show, you'll see me there in the front row. Some shit like that. And it gave me a very weird chill because once he left, I knew I got to go back to Paris. I got to go back to the root. Back to the source. Back to my name. That is my name. My name is beautiful. I'm beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Temped is what I've created because, my reputation and all this other shit. But Paris created Temped. Paris, Temped, Paris, T-T-M-P-P-E-D, T-T-M-P-P-E-D, T-T-T-T-T-M-E-D. You know what I'm saying? But, and I feel like since that day, my life has changed. Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of things and a lot of holes in my life right now that I'm trying to patch up. But I never thought that my music and my creativity, my name, my spell could be something. I never thought so. And within these past 2 weeks, I've watched as what was within is finally materializing and other people are seeing it too. And I'm incredibly grateful for y'all. I'm incredibly grateful. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I have another video dropping tonight. 3 videos in one day. Yes, indeed. I'm giving you content all year because y'all been giving me support. And I greatly appreciate that. So y'all deserve what y'all are giving. You know what I'm saying? Support. So, I just dropped a music video called Tuesday. It is a really important project to me, actually. I made it a few months back. And I did the video. No, I made it last year. I did the video a few months back, but I finally dropped it. And even in editing the video, it felt nostalgic. I was like, oh, goddamn, I'm so happy I'm finally dropping it. It's a really big project to me. So if y'all can go comment down below Tuesday on that video, like it up, share it with your friends. It means the world to me. Shit, go follow my TikTok as well. I'm trying to get on that app. I be on it, and then I be off it and on it and off it. But I'm going to be on there. I'm telling you. But anyways, go stream TikTok. Go stream Tuesday. Stream my music on all platforms at Paristtmpped. And thank you for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please comment down below. I'm doing a Q&A very soon, so look out for that because your comments are going to be there. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.